So today we have a 2017 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. It's here because there's a message on the dash about the service tire pressure monitor, service tire monitor system, and his remote keyless entry key fobs. Neither of them work. It just dawned on me that it's probably related because it's probably using the TPMS receiver for the remotes. Nevertheless, we're going to scan it with GM-MDS. I'm using MDI2 and on my Veris Edge. So the MDI2 is capable of wireless connection. It uses a little Wi-Fi dongle. Install new deliverable GM. Do not change install. Good start after install. Would you like to install the update? Well, I thought I just did that. Hey. Okay, now I got to restart it. Is it going to automatically restart, or do I have to manually restart it? Go figure. No, if I should restart it. Okay, I'm going to restart it. There might be an update to the MDI using this MDI manager software, but we'll have to see. Well, let's see what happens. Well, after almost 2 hours, here's what I found out. I had to update the base software in the GDS2 software in order to install the latest files. So I did that. Now it looks like it's going to work. So I'm going to try reading the VIN on this 2017 truck. And it did. Enter. Taking your eyes off the road while using the system could cause a crash. Like that. That's cool. Oh boy, what a waste of time. I should have just used the Snap-on software and probably would have worked just fine. But I purchased this back in March for a year for like $750, and I've only used it like half a dozen times. Every time I go to use it, it has to be updated. I have to update my license. They only give you 30 days at one time. Let's go module diagnostics. I have to admit that no, I want to go back. I want to do a network scan. Vehicle guide diagnostics. Vehicle DTC information and ID information. Let's try this one. This is like a network scan, so we'll pick up when it gets to the end of this. This is something that bugs me, you know. You would think that because they have the VIN and it's General Motors, they would know what options the vehicle is equipped with. Now I gotta go look at an RPO code list to see if it's equipped. I'm sure it's got inflatable restraint. Well, this is kind of cool. As it's scanning, it tells you what pins at the DLC it's using to do this. That's kind of neat. Electronic brake control module has a DTC. Body control module has 4 DTCs. Inflatable restraints and diagnostic module. What the heck happened there? Okay, that looks like that's the report. Yeah, this is the report. Invalid data received from body control module. A front tire pressure sensor, right front tire pressure sensor. So it looks like it's got some weak tire pressure sensors. This is all the module identification. The rear view camera circuit. What happened there? Lost communication with the HVAC, lost communication with device on the LIN bus. What's this in? Radio. Now, I don't see anything related to the remote controls. No. Invalid. That's probably because of the TPMS. Too few pulses. So I'm going to use this Maxi TPMS tool, TS408, to make sure we're getting a signal from these remotes. So there's the remote right there. Press the button. So I've tested them all and they all seem to be working. That was kind of weak. That was okay that time. So all the buttons seem to be working on both remotes. The customer did change the batteries himself. So I found the process for adding key fobs here. I've tested both of these fobs. They both seem to produce a signal. And this one did say learned, and now it says not learned because I tried this. If you click on learn, it puts it in the learn mode. There's a message on the dash. You heard the beep beep. Now you're supposed to press the two buttons on the key fob simultaneously, and it's supposed to learn it, but it's not working. Oh boy. So I thought I'd make sure that the BCM was capable of locking and unlocking the doors. So I went into this mode, all doors lock, unlock, and it works. Driver's door unlock, passenger door unlock, release control. So it has the ability to do it. There's got to be a data parameter for the remotes. So I found this data list in the BCM for key fob status. Now that I've erased key fob 1, it shows it's not learned, but key fob 2 shows learned here. Key fob 2 status learned. Key fob 2 function none. So if I press one of these buttons, it should say lock or unlock. And it doesn't. So I'm starting to lean towards these buttons are both defective. I can't get them to learn, yet they produce a signal, but that doesn't mean it's a strong enough signal inside the vehicle. Let me compare it to another key fob. Well, I can't get it to work. I don't know if there's something wrong with the key fobs. They seem to be outputting a signal, but it's weaker than the one in my truck. But my truck's significantly older, so it doesn't program to that one. I'm trying the Snap-on software to see if this functional test is here. Functional test, program key fobs. Look at that. Erase program all keys. Next available slot. Key fob 1, 2. Well, I know key fob 1 has been lost. Vehicles without RPO ATH. Well, I looked at the label and it doesn't have that, whatever ATH is. We'll replace a previously learned key fob with a replacement key fob. Please place the vehicle into learned mode, simultaneously press and hold the lock and unlock buttons of the selected fob until the parameter reads learned. Repeat step 2 until each fob is learned. Each fob may take up to 5 to 8 seconds to program. Well, I held it longer than that, I'm sure, but I'm going to try. Key fob 2 shows learned. Key fob 1. Well, it beeped inside the truck and it says learning key fobs on the dash. Nope, I held it for each key fob for 15 seconds and it didn't work, so I'm at a loss to what to do now other than replace the key fob or buy a new key fob and see if we can program it. According to the theory of operation, this thing has a remote control door lock receiver that transmits data to the BCM. I wonder if it's LIN bus to the BCM. You would think we'd have a lack of communication. I was looking for case histories on the Identifix and I found a few. Failed remote control door lock receiver, failed remote control door lock receiver, failed remote control door lock receiver. And here we found some wiring under the sill plate. 16-16-14, repaired door sill wiring was cut by the plastic molding. Wire was broken under the driver's door rocker cover. Repaired broken remote control door lock receiver wire below the right rear door sill plate. I'm gonna look at a schematic for this thing. Well, it definitely shows a remote control door lock receiver. Tried to zoom it up a bit. Well, that was useful. Wonder where that thing lives. It's networked. It's networked to the BCM. You would think there would be a fault code if that was offline. But then again, who knows? So I'm looking for a component location for this remote control door lock receiver, and it shows K77 is the ID of this thing. Because if you go to the master component list here, there's like 500 things in here. Component location, the hyperlinks on the schematics don't work. Component locations, click one, there we go. Master component list. And you would think that they would put things in alphabetical order, but they put it by their code. Not in alphabetical order by their name. So I have to scroll down to find K. Come on. Oh, K77, there it is. Oh my gosh. I just want to know where the thing lives. I think it's in the back. Well, that didn't help me. Shows me a picture of the connector. Oh well, gonna look around. So I found a picture of where this is. This is what you get for a picture. It looks to me like it's at the back of the cab, because that would be the high mounted brake light on the outside from what I could see. Wow, that sucks. That's a, yeah, that's a sun visor. That's a hand grip, dome light. So it looks to be like it's at the back of the back window above the headliner. So I decided to check the wiring under this sill plate, Once you pop the sill plate off, there's this plastic piece that you need to pop off with these clips along the side. I've already vacuumed the sand out of here and it's still full of sand. I'm looking for some green wires. Wow, look at all the sand in here. And I've already vacuumed it out. This was full of sand. This is obviously a work truck and it gets used well. So I found one green yellow wire in this mess. Look at the sand in here. I've got to see if there's a yellow wire on that remote control receiver. So I've spliced that wire. It's yellow and green. It's like 24 gauge wire. Look at that. That is one of the 4 wires that goes to that remote control. Well, we'll solder this up, heat shrink it, try to clean some of the sand out of this harness and tape it up a little better than it is. Put the covers back on and call it a day. Okay, so now that the wire's fixed, let's try and program this module that I had unprogrammed. Configuration, reset functions, add, replace a key, key fob 1, continue, key fob 1 not learn, request rejected by the request out of range body control module. Oh, I don't have the key on. Silly me. Okay, let's try this again. Key fob 1. Continue. Helps if you have the key on, I think. Learn. Hold the 2 buttons in. Look at that. Exit out. It appears the snap-on scan tool will do this too, so back. Now I want to look at data display now. I want to see that data. Content, wait. Content theft, remote vehicle start, keyless entry data. There we go. As I expected the data parameter to change here. Transponder key, enable battery, disable battery saver, relay, run, crank. This isn't the data list I was looking at before. Transponder key status, okay. This isn't the data list that I was looking at before, is it? I'm going to go back and have a look again, see what other data list. Remote function actuator data. Must be this one I was looking at before, because it had the status of the key fobs. That's better. Key fob 1 function, right there. That was lock, unlock, all doors unlock, lock. Alright, well, after all this, a corroded wire under the sill plate. I know what to look for next time, that's for sure. Thanks for watching.